Good morning, all. Sinampua from Center of Balance, the Acupuncturists. Hey, today we are going to talk about Amenorrhea. Right, not spelled probably well. Is you miss your period. So, Amenorrhea happens when you miss your monthly menstrual periods. So, it means that the is the absence of menstrual bleeding. So if you obviously this is only happen for female, right? If you male, nothing to do with you. But of course, with male, you need to understand that because you may have your daughter, your wife, then they may suffer from this, and you need to know and understand them, right? In our clinic, we treat a lot of infertility. Um, um, some of them suffer from no period at all. So when this it happens means that you miss your monthly menstrual periods. Okay, and it's normal not to have a period during pregnancy or after menopause, right? It's normal. Or if you haven't got if you're female, you haven't got the age yet and you haven't got menstruation, and that's normal, right? But if you miss periods, if you have your period, like, well, if you get your period now this day, a lot of people get at 10 years old. That's too much earlier. It should be 14 in general. And now if you have your period now and then you start a period and then you miss your period, right? It start, your period irregular, we understand it because the hormone's not there yet. But if you have regular period and suddenly it stop, there are two and then there could be an issue. Like it's normal, you miss your period when you're pregnant. It's normal, you have no period after menopause. But if you miss periods at other times, it may be a symptom of underlying medical issues. Right. So they are two main types of amenorrhea. Those who haven't begun to menstruate by age of 14 or some 16 may have primary amenorrhea. Right, it's 16, should be 16, not 14 at all, or even later, like 18. I have a patient who hasn't got his period for a long time until 18. I heard about that. It's not direct my patient, but I have one patient that didn't have her period until she was about 20. And that was quite late. But it doesn't prevent her to get pregnant because she got her once she had a period, and then she had her kids much later, so it's not a problem for her. The term also applies to abnormalities in the reproductive tract that prevent menstrual bleeding. So if you miss your monthly period for 3 straight months after having regular cycles for the previous 9 months, you may have secondary amenorrhea. This type of amenorrhea is more common. Okay, let's talk about secondary amenorrhea. So secondary amenorrhea occurs when you have had at least one menstrual period and you stop menstruating for 3 months or longer. Secondary amenorrhea is different from primary amenorrhea. It usually occurs if you haven't had your first menstrual period by age 16. All right, we'll talk about it just now. So a variety of factors can contribute to this condition, including birth control use, hormone shots, injections, medical conditions such as hypothyroidism, being overweight or underweight. So overweight is not good, underweight is not good either. Certain medication that treats cancer, the cancer drugs, it may stop your period. Okay, so what I can show you today is some acupressure point. We mainly talk about you have your period already and it suddenly stop, and then it could be hormone, not due to medication, okay, and may not due to a disease, but it may help, right? Even though you have, like, let's say, what is it, PCOS, it may stop your period. You know, polycystic ovary symptoms, it may stop your period, but some of them no problem at all. Hormone out of balance, or there's no reason that it just stop your period. So this, of course, it doesn't. If you take pill and it stop it, if you give up, you stop the pill, and then your period hasn't returned yet, and yes, this following points may be able to help you. Okay, now for all of you right now, before I really show you the points, please, if you suffer from this problem, or you know anyone, your family, your wife, your daughters, your friends, female friends of course, suffer from amenorrhea, please share with them with this live video, or no, well, tag them into down there and share with them, or press share button and share to, you can private message them, you can post it on your Facebook page, so they know what they can do. All right, so over here, let me show you. Ooh, over here, so this is ankle bone. So big toes, on the big toe side of the ankle bone, 4 fingers above there. Of course, when my 4 fingers above there is going to be quite big for that, right? The patient's 4 fingers above the ankle bone over here, and put over there, and there is and 4 finger and on this level and right behind the shin bone, and you use your fingers and go around to press it. If you hit the sensitive point, there is one very sensitive point. If you hit that, just massage it. This point we call Sanyin Jiao. It's very, very good for hormone balance. Very, very good to bring the period on time. If you have an irregular period, you know, it works for you miss your period. It also works for irregular period. It also works for period pain. All right. So press it and rub it. And how often should you rub it? You rub, press it and rub it, massage it for 10 seconds. You count to 10 and release, and press it again and rub again for 10 and release, and go for about 10 times. Basically, press and rub for 100 times, but each 10 times you release the point and press it again and rub it again. Does it make sense? It's so simple. Just one point. We keep it simple. Do it every day. All right. And then, of course, you only get your monthly period once a month, right? So I have some amazing experience with that point. It's some patient, and they told me about the menstruation stop for months. Then what, as an acupuncturist, you know, of course, if you don't know acupuncture, you won't do needle, right? We do needle at this point. And this point, bring the period the next morning. Amazing. Not for every cases, but it has, I'm just showing you, this is my experience, it has the ability to do that. And I ask patients to do the acupressure point over here. So if you're watching this video, you're an acupuncturist, so you make the diagnosis according to that, you put needle in, right? Then this point is something that you should add on, you know, for if you suffer from this, I really suggest you go to an acupuncturist or come to us. You know, you can PM us. We'll be able to set you an appointment. You know, at the moment we're level 3 lockdown, but that's okay. We'll be able to give you some herbs. We can do an online consultation or send you the herbs, even in New Zealand, right? We also be able to, according to your symptoms, your diagnosis according to TCM, traditional science medicine, we'll be able to suggest you some acupressure point. We film it, we send it to you, and you can apply from home. Does it make sense? Okay, I hope that makes sense. So if you're an acupuncturist, please use this point. If you're a patient, you need help, please contact us. We'll be able to help you. Every day we're going to do a live video in here, so please give me a thumbs up first. And tomorrow Kenny is going to do the live video for you guys, period pain. And normally our live video is 9 o'clock. Today I'm a bit late because I wouldn't be able to sign into my Facebook. I can spend a bit of time to log into my Facebook. But anyway, everyone have a good week and have a fantastic day. Thank you very much. Hope this helped. Bye bye.